Hello everybody, my name is Azeface, welcome back to EVE Online. Today I'm going to continue exploring in the Onyx and we'll be continuing with where we left off, which was the escalation I got, the kidnapped escalation. So someone seems to be kidnapped by Guristas pirates, or at least what it seems. It says it's a level 3 difficulty, and that's quite interesting because Guristas dens, I think, are considered to be level 2 difficulty. So this is going to be obviously higher than the Guristas dens. And I think this is also the type of... this is an escalation from a Sancha, or not Sancha, a Guristas Vigil. So I've also heard a lot that the Vigil type of sites tend to be very difficult in terms of how much DPS they throw out, so we'll have to be able to tank a lot, and that's why it's good that we have the Onyx here, because the Onyx is really good at tanking. We have these sick resistances right here, like almost 90% on both, basically 10 times this damage we're going to take from the Guristas, because they mainly deal out kinetic damage. So on the way here, the Vigil escalation, the Kidnapped escalation is in Forent, but I'm going to be just doing some sites on the way here because there's always the potential that you could get that 5 out of 10 escalation from these dens right here. So what I do is I spread out my missiles like this, so I just get a max amount of spread just so I can kill as much as possible, quick as possible, because there's a lot of the bottleneck actually in killing NPCs in these sites actually is the lock time, because often here you have competition, like you see here, there's a Drake over here, there's also an Arbitrate over here. So these guys obviously will be also a competition to us, and the thing that often determines if you kill something or not, or it's considered your loot, you can see here, there's their wrecks, these are mine, is if you start doing damage quicker, because often these ships will go down pretty quickly since we've got so much DPS if you combine all our DPS together. So usually it'll just be whoever hits first is going to just, you know, get the wreck. And that could be quite important if we were to get, for example, a Dread Guristas, because they can often spawn here. But it seems like if you have escalations, it doesn't really matter who kills the last ship, you can still get an escalation even if you weren't the one killing the last ship. So that, in a way, is less stressful, and also makes it so that you'd want to run these together so that you can grind through the anomalies actually faster. And we'll go for this refuge afterwards, because refuges can go to the 4 out of 10, and the 4 out of 10, the Guristas Scout Outpost, which is an escalation of the refuge, it can give you the Pithum C-type Multispectrum shield hardeners, and those are really good. They can sell for like 200 mil, something like that. I actually use them quite often in my Abyss, or at least I used to, and nowadays actually I don't, because they're quite expensive, as I said to you just now. So it's high risk that you get ganked, and also if you do get ganked, it's a big penalty on your wallet. So it's mainly reserved for T5. So we didn't get any escalation there. Let's go to the refuge, see if these guys follow. Yeah, they seem to be following. Oh no, actually he's going in a different direction. He's waiting for his drones. That's the thing I love about the Onyx, is that you don't need to have any drones at all, so you don't have to wait for anything to recall, and speed is an important factor when it comes to these high-tech sites. Due to the fact that there's a lot of competition here, you often want to be really fast when it comes to different things, and that is also why I see a lot of jackdaws, I can imagine, because jackdaws can be fitted to be able to instantly align, or almost instantly align, so they're just really fast. They can zip around everywhere, they don't need any drones either. But the good thing about us is that we do a lot more damage than jackdaw, and also we have better range. With the faction, I have 80 kilometers range here. I only have 63 kilometers range because I'm using Fury, but Fury is also good because Fury is a bit like cheaper, so it's less of a toll on the wallet. I mean, obviously ammo is not that much of a bigger a deal in terms of cost, but if you run lots of these sites, using faction ammo can actually make a difference, and I don't really notice a whole big difference from the faction and the Fury, especially if they're cruisers. But if they're small stuff like this, then you do notice a bit of a difference. But these are not, we're not only fighting cruisers and destroyers. Oh, that guy went away. It would be unfortunate. It would be nice if he went in here and helped us out a bit. Onyx looks so good. It looks basically like a beefier Gila, like a Gila took a bit of steroids. He got some big biceps on the side here, like these are almost like his arms. And I also really like this color scheme, the black and red color scheme. I wish there was this kind of color scheme for the Gila or Moa, because I think it looks really good. And that's also one thing in general I dislike about skins in EVE Online. I don't like it how they don't have consistent themes for all my ships. Like for example in Jita, I have so many ships there, and it's just so unfortunate that I can't color them all the similar color, like makes it that they feel like they're a part of my like fleet of ships. they all are really like got a bit of a mix of match here and there. I try to get them as consistently as possible. For example, I try to get the Guristas skin on ships whenever I can, but unfortunately you can't always do that because they're not always available. And especially that is an annoying thing. Like sometimes they are available, but they're really expensive. Sometimes they're not even available, and that just really annoys me sometimes. I don't even think the Onyx has a Gurista skin. No, it does not have a Gurista skin, but you got a Gurista skin for the Moa, you got it for the Drake. It doesn't seem like it has on T2 ships. That's it for the Refuge. Let's go to the next system, New Caldari. New Caldari is a system that's quite near Jita. Actually, I often go past it when traveling back and forward. We've got some random, I think these are mission agents, or there's kind of Cosmos agents, I think. Nugui Huvi Information Center. Always important to reload your ammo. And it doesn't seem like there are any cosmic signatures here. Obviously, we can get cosmic signatures from, or we can get DD sites from cosmic signatures, but there aren't any. Otherwise, we could also scan them. If we go on our exploration tab, we can also see what's in the next system. So in the next system is New Caldari. Okay, there's nothing in here, and it's kind of expected that nothing's here because New Caldari is so close to Jita. You see that? Only one jump out from Jita, so it's quite natural that already all these sites have been already done by the people. But if we look at the next site, Niabainen, oh okay, we don't have Niabainen here because it doesn't have any anomalies. I think they have to pop up here if there is an anomaly in it, so there's not any. This derelict ruins here, actually I got, but I did this, I told you guys in the last video, but I have actually done these once, and I actually got like a Dread Guristas module that was worth 70 mil from one of those. It was really cool. Like a random spawn happened which spawned in a Dread Guristas ship, and it just dropped so good loot. So now this is scanning very quickly, just one scan, 15%, and I wasn't even particularly close. Let's see if it's a good one, because I think the difficulty 2 or difficulty 1, is only a wormhole, never mind. Recall the drones. I remember before you had to recall your core probe scanners, then they would not reload. And actually, wait, have we forgotten them? Have we not got any? I thought we had some extra core probes here. Oh, I must have actually lost these. Last time I logged out, I think I may have had my core probes in space, and I think that they do not recall if you just log out in space, so they maybe have despawned. That's unfortunate because I was pretty sure I did have some core probe scanners, because if you have 16 of them, then they'll automatically reload. These nighttime they didn't automatically reload, and I only have 8 of them. There's a lot of cosmic signatures here in Ian Orista. We'll launch our drones here and scan them down, see if there's anything good here. Scan. There's lots of sites that are just randomly on the overview. You can see here 2 unidentified wormholes in Jove Observatory. This seems to maybe be a system that drifters are interested in, because you've got both observatory and these drifter wormholes. I believe these drifter wormholes, they are like wormholes created by drifters, so they want to, there's like an entrance to the drifter wormhole systems, and they contain lots of drifters, and you can actually kill them and get really good loot from them, but they're very difficult and can kill you very easily. Okay, data site. I don't want to run these data sites. I don't have any relic or data analyzer, and also the ones in high sec really don't give anything. I used to scan the ones down in wormholes in the beginning because I really didn't know much else. So I just thought, oh, because you can get to wormholes quite easily by just scanning down a wormhole. Meanwhile, you have to go all the way to nullsec to find like nullsec. So it was so much easier to access wormholes. So in the beginning, when I started playing EVE, I always would go to wormholes that were in high sec and then just use that to explore and look for data and relic sites here. Okay, doesn't seem like there's much here. Let's see if there's anything on this one over here. Also, if you have a route that you've set up, because often I do that when exploring, make sure you warp to the next gate at 0 if you're going to scan stuff. So then instantly, when you finish scanning, you'll be able to just warp straight away. That's one tip right there. This cosmic signature just seems to be jumping around. Can't decide really where to be. A relic site? Okay. I do not want to have that. I would have wanted to have it if it was in a wormhole space, but not here. This is not something we want. Okay, everything is scanned down. Doesn't seem like we got anything. Wormholes, relic site, data site. We don't want these. Let's go to Forent to do the Kidnapped escalation. Okay, open up the agency. The agency is really nice because it's just got everything centralized in one area, and it's really convenient. I remember you used to have this like journal thing here where you could do stuff, but now it's kind of shifted over to the agency, and it's cool. Okay, let's go to exploration, escalations, and kidnap warp here. Follow the beacon to uncover its contents. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the type of site in one of the sites in High-Sec which requires the most amount of tank. I'm pretty sure that the 5 out of 10 has a higher tank requirement than the Guristas Vigil, but we'll see. Okay, so a green cloud here actually. This reminds me, there's some mission in L4 mission actually that has a green cloud like this, and you take damage from the cloud actually just as an environmental effect. So let's see if anything spawns here. Just move a little bit to the side. Okay, we've got some people spawning in. The good thing about these escalations is that no one can steal your loot, or it's at least a lot harder for people to steal your loot because of how the escalations work. Only you can warp to it. I mean, if someone really wanted to come to me, they could with combat scanner probes, but really there's no real reason for anyone to do that. But that's also, it's a lot more comfortable to just run escalations because you know that basically there's almost zero chance that someone will come and steal your stuff. Okay, nice. ECM'd by like the whole fleet right here. Really annoying. Just throw everything at these ECM ships here. I'll call all the map actually because I just was really annoying. So here our tank doesn't sweat at all. We're just boosting away because it's just got such a high resistance. Sometimes people can underestimate the power of resistances, and resistances are really good to have, even though my shield boosting is not particularly high. Oh, there's the Dread Guristas Killer. This is the exact ship that I found at that derelict ruins that dropped so much ISK, that 70 million ISK thing I told you. It was this exact ship, the Dread Guristas Killer. The Dread Guristas Killer that dropped from the spawn in derelict ruins. This type of commander basically. I hope it actually had the same drop or loot drop probabilities as the one I actually found, because that would be really good, you know, finding a 70 mil item. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Dread Guristas X shield booster that it dropped. 100% sure. And this is just so annoying, you know. I can't lock onto anything. It's just so much ECM. Let's see if we can kill this guy pretty quickly. Look, do you see this? All these ships here and basically nothing. Okay, we got another escalation. Nice. So we can go to the next escalation after this. It's a few systems away, 7 jumps away. Oh, nice! I got a mid-grade crystal beta. Perfect. Perfect. Is there anything else? Guristas Infernal heavy missile. Oh, we could use that. We can use heavy missiles. We're using heavy missiles. Oh, that's a really good loot drop right there. I don't think we have to kill any of these. I'll just check real quick. Okay, it seems like there's nothing more, so basically we have to go to the next location now, see what goes on there. So that was really good right there. We just tanked like a boss, no sweat whatsoever. Look at our shield, basically not going down at all. I'm gonna go see where this escalation leads us. We've already got some good loot. What if we get some more mid-grade crystal beta? This is something you could actually use in abyss sites. It's good for boosting shield capabilities. I have high-grade crystals, so it's obviously the high grade is better than mid-grade, but this is still like a good implant because it boosts your shielding, just not as good as the high grade ones, and that's why it's worth quite a bit. So you got that 40 mil price tag on this thing. Also, a cool thing about exploring in heavy interdiction cruises is that it's less likely that people will like scan you, because if you're using something like a Gila or something like a Jackdaw, there's high likelihood that people will scan your ship and like maybe suspect that maybe you have some blinged items. Like I had a Pithum C-type medium shield booster, and this, if you want to gank me in this, you're really dumb, because this module only costs 50 mil. So if you're gonna gank me, then there'll be you're almost guaranteed that you won't come out in a profit. Soon here in Pierre Cura, which is where the next kidnap chapter seems to have landed. Let's see if this signature over here gives me anything. Ah, wormhole. Nothing interesting right there. At least if we're not looking for wormholes to explore in, which we aren't. It'd be fun to take an Onyx maybe to a wormhole sometime, just to dive in there and just whelp it, get wrecked by some people. Ooh, 3 cosmic signatures here. Okay, this could maybe have something good in it, you know? There could potentially be something good in it. Let's just stop quickly so we'll be able to deploy our scans. It's really annoying now that I've only got 8 core scanner probes. Now I have to wait the full time. It won't automatically reload. Okay, let's deploy the scanners and see if we've got anything. I noticed that you can see some circles a bit smaller than others, and they tend to be something kind of unique about them. Let's see if... what are you going to drop here? Like, if it's smaller, I think it's a bit more difficult to scan, and it could potentially be a good one, but I'm not sure if that counts for the DED sites, because I think that the DED sites can have a lower level of scanning, and maybe it could be even this one here. Let's see. You know, maybe it could be a 4 out of 10 just right there, just lying there. That'll be so cool. Scan, please scan a bit faster. We should be able to get it. Guristas Hider. Okay, I don't think that's that great. Let's go to this one over here. I think level 2 is where 4 out of 10s are. Level 1, I think that's a bit too easy. Level 3, I think those are like the hard ones with the Guristas Vigil, where nothing here. Need to do a bit of a broader scan. There are a few rigs, or I think modules that can make your scan like faster, but they don't make it scan like stronger, but the time to scan is a lot faster, or not a lot, but slightly faster. And it's kind of, I wish there was more modules that make it scan faster, but maybe it'll be OP then, especially if you have combat scanner probes. Then it'll be very OP, because then you can scan down people really easily. You can warp to people very easily. For example, once what happened was, actually I was in my Kestrel and I was looking for some PvP fights, and this happened many years ago, so I was quite a scrub. But what happened was, I was in factional warfare space and I was at a gate, like gate, and then there was some gate camp there, and it was just not like a proper gate camp. It was just one of these Firetails ships, like a very speedy kind of frigate. And he was then just chilling at the gate, and then he suddenly was able to warp to me. And the thing is, I was really far away, like I was 100+ kilometers away, so he shouldn't have been able to warp to me, because you can't just warp to anyone when you feel like it. But apparently what he did was, he had, I don't know if he had a combat scanner probe on his ship, or he had a combat scanner probe, like a friend who scanned me down. But they were able to he just was able to warp to me because of him combat scanning me. That was so cheeky of him. But next system is going to be the system where we've got the kidnapped person, and we're gonna have to see what's going on here. Oh, we're in a Triglavian invader system. Triglavian minor victory. Oh, damn! I should have been careful. Actually, there could have been a gate camp here. Triglavians do not like me. I could have actually died right here. This could have ended really badly, actually, if we were unlucky. But it seems like we were pretty lucky that there wasn't fleet guarding the gate. But that often happens, and I have lost, as I told you guys before, that 1 billion Isk Rattlesnake to this kind of gate camp. So we've got another site that looks exactly the same as the last one, or not exactly, but very similar. It's got a massive gas cloud. We've not got any form of acceleration gate. It's just a simple gas cloud, and I think enemies will start moving. I think we have to move to activate it. Guristas Refuge. Okay, we've got a little bit of pirate activity going on. When I mean pirates, I mean like NPC pirates, not actual player pirates. Oh, Dread Guristas Killer. Another one of them. Let's see if he drops anything good this time. Let's my MWD into him. Let's just kill this guy very quickly. Look, we almost volley him off the grid. What? We get another one? Oh, that's so cool. I think we've been going on for quite enough, guys, so we'll do the last part of the kidnapped in the next video. Let's just check out what has been dropped from here to conclude this little session of the Kidnapped Guristas quest. We can start blasting away at these battle cruisers in the meantime. You can see that I'm really tanky like a boss. Oh, good look again! Dread Guristas coprocessor. And we can get some more heavy missiles. That's so good. Look, guys, we've got 80 mil already. That's so good. I wonder if we're going to get anything good from the next one. Actually, it doesn't seem like they've had any further escalations. That was just a pop-up that came up, but it doesn't seem like any new escalation happened. So I think that pop-up that came just happens when you complete the site. It doesn't seem like we have another escalation, guys. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.